Welcome back, everyone. We are here again on EJ's YouTube channel. If anyone who doesn't know who I am, my name is EJ Daniels. I am a scout for Prep Red Zone. I cover New Jersey high school football. I used to work for Rivals, covering Rutgers and Penn State for them. I also work for Pro Football Focus (PFF). If you're not familiar with the NFL uh, content and statistics. They're the company that grades all of the players and stuff. So I do a tremendous amount of data collection for them. And then I also work for a sports agency. I own an equity stake in a sports agency named Glory to Glory Sports Agency, where we help student athletes from the 5-star recruits. We help them with their recruiting in terms of all of their NIL stuff. And then even the 2-star and the B and C kids, we help them in terms of getting them recruited, reaching out to schools for them, just basically being their agent. So that's pretty much, what I do. And I'm just connected on all levels of football. But today we're here because I decided that I wanted to do some breakdowns of high school games. I feel like there's a lot of content out here, and I don't really see anybody else doing it. So this is something that I've always wanted to do. So today, excuse me. Today I have I'm gonna do Bergen Catholic versus Donovan Catholic. And if any of you know, if you're familiar with the New Jersey high school football scene, you know that Bergen Catholic is a powerhouse. I believe they came into the season rated as the 22nd, I believe, best high school in the nation. Um, and so they're just a juggernaut, all around. And so today, this is I'm breaking down their playoff game. This is their playoff game against Donovan Catholic. I actually had a chance to watch Donovan Catholic last week, and then watched Bergen Catholic, I believe, about 3 or 4 times now. So I kind of knew, I kind of knew what the outcome of this game was going to be, especially since two of Donovan Catholic's dogs got hurt last game. Michael Thomas was hurt; he had an ankle injury, and then Najee Calhoun, he also got hurt in that game. He had an ankle injury also, so I kind of knew, it was going to be an uphill climb for Donovan Catholic to try to win in this one. But just quickly looking at the box score. First of all, like I said, Bergen Catholic won 42-13. C. Campanelli threw for 131 yards. Kai Sanders ran for 188 yards. Of course, you got Quincy Porter led the Bergen Catholic in receiving. See Elijah Kinsler for Bergen Catholic had 8 tackles. So just my initial thoughts, man. Obviously, with the score, you can tell that Bergen Catholic dominated in this game, but I kind of wanted to see, what they did. I always like to give people like visual representations of the things that I talk about because I used to do these on Twitter where I just tweet about it, and not get visuals. But now I got the opportunity to get visuals now. So now I'm going to do that. Like I said, I know this game was a blowout, but I always feel like in blowouts, you can see players' demeanor, and it all goes to scouting. Like when you're up as a player, I want to see how your demeanor is. When you're down as a player and you're getting beat, I want to see how your demeanor is, how you conduct yourself on the field. What's your aggression like? Do you have the um, same tenacity for the game as when the game started to where it is now? Like I always want to see all of that stuff because it's all encompassed in the scouting that people don't really take into consideration. But if you've been doing scouting for a myriad of time in a long time, you know that all of these little nuances in terms of players' attitudes, you know that this stuff matters. And then lastly, this gives me a great opportunity to just go back and watch the film. I love the fact that I don't have to watch highlight tapes anymore of the top players. I can actually go back and watch their games, seeing what they're doing on a play-by-play basis. Yes, it takes a lot of time, but passion takes the labor out of the task. So I love doing stuff like this. So it's not really a big task for me. So without further ado, we're going to get into Bergen Catholic versus Donovan Catholic, and we're going to see
ultimate year
this game.
in 2016. 6-4 last year with a 3-2 record in the Shore
I
Conference. So
love watching
massive
Bergen play,
improvement
man. I
to
mean,
9-2
obviously,
where they
when
are
you're a
today,
team that has all of
averaging
the
around
top talent,
25
obviously, it's
points a
going to be
game,
a
allowing
pleasurable watch
14.
anytime
Barely
you turn on the
escaped
tape.
throughout
So
these entire playoff segments,
definitely,
while the Crusaders have looked dominant.
ready to
And
to
it'll
break
be,
this down and
speaking of Donovan,
see what happened
Gaetano
here.
Bartolomeo to kick off another touchback. Bartolomeo 35 for 30 as well. Started Najee 1,000
So
from the
Donovan got the
outside. He'll
first.
get some carries too.
See if my
He's
mom's there.
number
Donovan
one.
got the
And you've got
first
Emmanuel Geranian.
possession of the game. This kid right
Low
here,
rate
he's a
offense for
big
the
kid.
Griffins. And they'll start off
This
pretty
kid, this
standard
offensive tackle. I've been watching him.
as they'll motion over and give it to Calhoun. Calhoun will go straight up the middle for a couple yards. He's tackled by a couple
Najee Calhoun's a
Crusaders,
great
led
back,
by
man.
Elijah Kinsler and
He has the
Delaney
speed,
Flood.
he
That
has the
Bergen
juice,
Catholic
and he has.
defensive
And if
line
you
just
ever watched
collapsing
him
in
like
there.
in person,
You've got Elijah
he has
Kinsler,
good
his
size
cousin
too.
Jermaine Kinsler,
So he has a great
Delaney
combination of
Flood,
size
and Anthony Morales.
and
4
speed.
future
So
Division I football
I was
players.
very
Imagine that.
intrigued to
Continuing
see
the
how he
great
did against
tradition
his
of Bergen
defense.
Catholic defensive line prowess
You know,
goes
I
back
know
to Taiwan Malone just a couple years ago. DJ Sanders,
Donovan Catholic's
Elijah
line isn't
Mitchell,
like Bergen's
keeping
line,
it
but
going.
I just wanted to see the matchup.
Trips right formation. Lambertson in the shotgun. He'll go to the right and is caught. Pass is caught by number 18, Emmanuel Jarena, the sophomore who
Jarena,
also
man,
leads the team
he
in
makes a lot of
interceptions.
big catches for them.
Slant right over the middle
I had
of
a
the
chance to
field.
watch them last week when they
He's
played
by Ethan
St. Aug,
Kowal.
and he made a
Just
lot
great
of
job
big
by
catches for them. He
Lambertson,
makes a lot of
locking
plays
in
for
on his
them.
primary read, a slant by Jarena, play it from the sidelines and keep it going. This time a little more spread out. Jarena in motion again. He'll get the handoff. No, he won't. It'll be power read up the middle, and Lambertson is tackled. That's big Delaney Flood.
That's my boy D
From
Flood.
Syracuse and Boston College, the defensive tackle makes quick work of getting Lambertson down to
I
the
think
ground.
Bergen Catholic has the 2 best interior linemen in the state. And I don't
2nd
even
and
think it's
7 now.
close. Between
Donovan
Kinsler
Catholic's offense, very run heavy.
and his ability to
They open
pass
it up
rush,
with
he's
that
even solid in
slant.
run defense too. But I
Try to
think his
keep
pass
Bergen
rushing
Catholic's defense honest.
is what his standout trait is. And then Flood, he's kind of
Lambertson
coming into
behind
his own
his
as a
great
pass rusher, but I think he's
offensive
better as a
The
run
motion
defender.
over Najee Morgan and give it to Elijah Davis. Elijah
Again,
Davis with a nice cut, bursting to the outside, coming from the opposite across.
I mean, his first couple plays, excuse me.
He's on your side, Naeem Parrish. Trips right, motion over Jarena, gives it up the middle to Davis. Davis is met and stopped. Bergen Catholic see a red and gold. Delaney Flood and Christian Gonzalez.
The great thing about
Stop
Delaney,
him
man,
short.
is that
Only a gain of 1 there. Will not get the first down.
He plays with such great leverage. Like every time I watch him.
Stop him short. Oh, Delaney. Davis is met.
Every time I watch him.
Trips right. Motion over Jarena. Gives it up the middle to Davis.
Look at
Davis is met and trips right. Motion over Jarena. Gives it up the middle to Davis. Davis is met and stopped.
Every time I watch him, like the
Bergen
leverage
Catholic
that he
see a red and gold.
Is just so it's not amazing, but it's just consistent, right? And that's the thing about the line play. How consistent is your leverage? The small things, and I think he does the small things really well. His defensive line trainer, Coach LT, who coached out in Camden, he's one of the best I think there is, and I know he's being coached well, and then you can see it translate in the games too. So that's just amazing to watch from Delaney Flood, man. Shout out my boy.
Goal, Delaney Flood and Christian Gonzalez.
That's another solid linebacker.
Only a gain of 1 there.
I personally believe
I don't
talk about him too much. I don't talk about him enough.
And the Griffins are going to elect to punt.
And
It'll be Dante Priolo, the kicker last week. That's 2 weeks, 31. Priolo almost blocked in there as Mark came in, and it'll.
So I just want to let y'all know I don't pre-watch these. I watch these as I'm recording, just so y'all can get my live reactions and what I think in the moment. I think that's more authentic, and I think that's more real. So I don't pre-watch it. So that's why I go through everything and talk about it.
And bounce inside the official Bergen Cat in the end zone.
I want to speed through this much because this was a blowout. Sometimes these things can drag.
Now it's Kaj Sanders, the leading rusher for Bergen Catholic, the Rutgers commit, two-way player. And
Kaj Sanders honestly may have a serious I don't want to say following, that's not the word I'm looking for. A serious case. That's the word. A serious case for player of the year. I don't know how many times I've said this to people, but it's just like, although he plays running back, and that wasn't a position that he traditionally played. Obviously, he was just a DB in years past, and he's grown to his role. I'm not saying he never played running back, but I'm saying this year he's the guy. He's a bell cow, obviously. And the amount of games that he ends, the amount of tough yards that he grinds out at the end of games, and then also what he does as a defensive back, we already know that's what he's going to Rutgers for. Like, you have to give him some type of consideration, especially since he's doing it on both sides of the ball. Like his value to Bergen Catholic is just invaluable. I don't think they can replace that. You know what I mean? So
Ellie, they'll switch the tight ends.
shout out to Kyle Sanders.
Give it to Sanders. Sanders is the left side. Sanders has open space. Sanders to the outside and is tackled. A great tackle there on the outside.
Kyle is a track guy too.
Jorena showing
As
already
the Bergen Catholic faithful
why
likes
he
to
is one
tell
of their
me.
best players.
So that's why you see him rip off so many long runs, man. He has that uncanny speed.
Interceptor for the defense, making a big tackle out there on the edge while also being the second leading receiver on the offense. Campanelli quick back to the line, and they'll give it up the middle. Give up the middle to Sanders, and he'll get a couple. Daniels, number 79, the big Georgia commit, leading the way for Kaj. Quick formation change for Coach Campanelli. Loves to do that.
I thought Nair Daniels was slow, man.
Get everybody involved. So many guys on the
screen pass one time. And I was like,
formations, making things work.
This kid actually
put a big guy in there as a second fullback, and they'll give it to Sanders. Sanders on first down will not go anywhere. A little late sub there, and now Coach Campanelli spreads it out again, going for a lighter formation, bringing in a couple receivers. This year, been more great ratio there, airing it out more to the run-heavy team last year. Open space, overthrown, could be a fumble. Year.
Was that
open
that was
space, overthrown.
Those are the worst.
Could be a fumble.
Yep.
If they call it, touchdown. The pass was behind the line of scrimmage, and the Griffins capitalized early. Najee Morgan.
It's a tough play.
Football awareness was up there, and he will score. So the Griffins take the lead early. Receiver
that's why the operations of football is so important.
Kick
little
almost
things like
blocked,
that, making
but
sure
not.
the passes,
so the Griffins,
behind
come out invigorated and make
forward pass instead of a backward pass.
Salad,
motions, all of that is important, and you see it right on that play. Let's say that pass is in front of him and it's not called a backwards pass, it's not called a fumble. Bergen Catholic probably scores on this drive. You know what I mean? But obviously they won 42-7. Can't really say anything too negative about it.
This year.
The operations of football matter.
Only a junior.
I'm seeing that more as I watch more football. That practicing the operation maybe just as important as practicing the actual play in terms of route concepts.
Favored in this game by the
operation. You see so many teams fumble the bag because of lack of
coming
operation.
Out of state on a visit higher Kootley.
There you go. There's your high school example of it.
But gotta get it there, and Bergen Catholic still loaded. Pooch kick by Priolo. Ernest on a kickoff the other team. They can move
so
past
Bergen
it.
Catholic second possession. What goes on here?
8 men down. They give it to Sanders. Sanders goes down after getting a couple. He's tackled by number 75, James Aldrich. And Samuel Rock. The Bergen Catholic Crusaders offense really trying.
Donovan doing a great job in the middle so far.
Sanders.
Not really letting Kaj break off any big long runs, but now
Campanelli over the middle of the Porter, incomplete. 4-star wide receiver Quincy Porter had nothing there, and Amanda Karina letting him know.
I don't know, bro.
Dancing on the 50.
I know it's going to be a long game.
Third down and 8.
You might want to say the seatbelt to the end of the game. But I understand young men.
They line up trisps to the left
side. Got to flex when it happens.
Porter alone to the right. Campanelli has time in the pocket, has to take off, and is tackled. Brought down by 4 Griffins now. Morgan in the pile on the Crusaders as it'll be 4th and 2 inside their own 35. Brendan Arpicolar.
It's not a bad. Oh, they're gonna punt it.
He's had a good season.
Okay.
Transferred from St. Joe's 2 years ago. Was here last year. Good snap, a little to the right, but the kick still perfect. Jorena catches it on his own 28.
You really don't need to be aggressive in a game like this.
With their offense,
I bet you they knew that this game was going to be tough, but I bet you they knew that the defense was going to be able to have a great game, solid day at least against this offense. Like I said, I watched this offense last week, and they were struggling with St. Aug.
The Griffins right now.
That was a 7-6 game, I believe, and if the kicker for St. Augustine actually made the field goal, it would have been an overtime game. So
the Jack McGovern Field.
I like Donovan Catholic. They beat Tom's River North, but
cannot not be safe.
Gotta keep it real.
Only the first quarter, 5 minutes and 57 seconds left. They're going to run the ball. You already know it. And on this play, they do just that. A good shift there. Out to the inside by number 14, Elijah Davis.
Listen, running against Bergen Catholic's interior is almost a no-go. You can't move those two guys out of the middle, you are not going to have a successful day on the ground.
Zaire
it shows up time and time again.
Third, who's going to be that tight end? Zaire D. An offer from Sacred Heart, his loan, as Lamberton rolls to the right. Lamberton looking to throw, has nowhere to go. He'll throw. And is that pass complete? No, it is not. Pass intended for Jarena. Thought he got the toes in, but did not. The referee rules he was out of bounds, pushed away. Pretty decent coverage there by Ethan Coal. So it'll be a 3rd down and 10 for this offense. Deploying a little bit more passing. You know, Lamberton, 12 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, around 1,500 yards last year. This year, the same yardage-wise, but 9 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions. He's done a very good job of being a game manager, being exactly what this offense needs, and he stepped it up on the rushing side.
I categorize him as a game manager. I don't hate that.
2 touchdowns compared to less than 100 and no touchdowns last year. Fakes it. Shovel pass up to Samrock the third. Samrock the third will pick up the 1st down on the triple option.
That's the type of stuff you have to do against Bergen Catholic. You actually have to scheme against them.
Churchione and his staff.
One thing I don't understand when watching these coaches, I'm not questioning coaches. I don't want anybody to give me the label that I'm questioning coaches, but I don't understand when teams play Bergen Catholic why they don't double team Flood and Kinsler more. Like, you could run inside zone and double them both every play. Now, I understand that's easier said than done. However, you know, trying to get as many bodies on those two as humanly possible is what you want to do. You know what I mean? And so putting pressure on those edge rushers to try to make plays in the run game. But if you ever wanted to try to run on the interior, right, you're going to have to do one or two things. You're going to have to do what they just did. They just schemed, right? They had a nice little reverse shovel pass. I believe that was, I think, something like that. Reverse shovel. Matter of fact, let me go back and look at it. That's why we do this.
Fakes.
Yeah, so they just had a reverse shovel, which was a great play. It's not, it goes down as a pass play, but essentially it's a run because, look, 64, he comes right here. You know, he pulls around. This is a great play design.
Fakes it. Shovel pass up to Samrock the third. Samrock the third will pick up the first down on the triple.
My point is that if you are going to beat Bergen Catholic, you have to make sure that those interior guys, both those two, do not just have free reins on one-on-one situations. And again, I just don't understand why teams don't double team either one of them or both of them. Because you could do it in the inside zone run scheme. You can double both of them. So that's just me.
Number 34.
And what I will say is that if there was an offensive line that I think would do it and be able to execute it well, it would be Dale Barton's O-line. So that is a matchup that I'm anxious to watch. Dale Barton's O-line versus Bergen Catholic's D-line.
Tight doubles to his right. Lamberton takes the snap. Goes to pass. Almost sacked. Great snap. Goes to pass. Almost.
78, just giving it up
Lamberton
so quick.
Takes the snap.
He's just backpedaling. Right. I'm right here, 78, right here.
Lamberton takes
boom,
the snap.
Boom. Don't get no hands on him. And then that angle is giving up. Yep.
Goes to pass.
Oh, yeah.
Almost sacked.
And see, I remember I spoke to an NFL player one time. And he was saying, like, a lot of times when tackles get beat like that, and Brady and Rodgers are probably the best I've ever seen at this.
Job by Morales.
You know, navigating the pocket, right? So if you can feel the rush, feel that edge rusher coming upfield like that, you know, you got to help your tackle out by stepping up into the pocket.
As he had no man, number 10, just threw it away under the pressure and fright of seeing big number 15 come and get him. So that'll move Donovan Catholic back big time.
Lamberson.
First down
Lamberson bailed. He went right,
5.
and he essentially went right into the rush. And he didn't help his tackle out on that play. So that's why the small things matter. Navigating the pocket matters. Learning how to navigate the pocket. It's all the thing. That's why Tom Brady was able to stay in the NFL so long because, not only did he get the ball out quick, but he knew how to navigate the pocket. You don't have to be fast. You just have to be aware of the rush.
To Elijah Davis, but fake it. He'll have to take it himself and nowhere to go. Stopped and grounded by number 0.
Oh, and he got a
number 8, Elijah Kinsler.
Yo, Kinsler, he constantly does too much.
0 yards picked
They
up.
let him get away with it sometimes.
Tackle by number 8.
At the beginning of the season, they was letting him get away with it a lot.
He will pick up a
Kinsler just continuously.
0 yards.
Where he at?
0.
Right.
Stopped and grounded.
He not only goes over to he did it right in front of the ref too, like right in front of the ref's face. Not only does he go over there,
by number 0.
The ref said, "Nah, bro, you doing too much." Oh, yo, Kinsler has to be one of the funniest players I've seen on tape, bro, because he does this almost once a game. Some refs let it fly. Others once flag him.
Elijah
he got flagged in this
case. He will get that flag.
So he just negated a good play, bro. You got to chill.
The tackle by number 8,
bro. But it was funny. It was funny.
Kinsler at the end of the play.
And he getting taken out.
He hit that flex.
Listen, I guess as a coach, you can kind of look past it because the kid is making plays, but he made a tackle for loss and then gave the team 15 to 10 yards. Like, now you got to come out the game because now you're doing too much in that
celebration.
But the young man is making plays.
Third down.
I can't front on it too much. It is just funny because you see it so much on tape.
The third, Colin sideline using.
And see, that's the type of stuff. And see, I'm not saying this to pick on Kinsler because that's my guy. I've always said that he's the best pass rusher in Jersey, high school football. But see, that's the stuff I'm telling you. That's why you go back and watch the games because you can't see that in the highlight tape. Kinsler's not going to put that in a highlight tape because it's a negative play. But see, I see that. And I can be aware of this as a scout. Okay, sometimes, he gets a little too emotional and costs his team. And that is a prime example of it right there. Cost his team. Now, obviously, they won 42-7. They know that they're better than his team. But if he was at West Virginia and he made that play, would he do that same thing? I don't know.
And the lineup in a very similar formation to where they gave Rock the shovel option. Lamberton drops back straight, flag immediately, tries to pop pass it to number 26.
Lamberton's taking that third step on his hitch, and as soon as his drop back is done, they're on his behind.
Flag. It'll move him, but it's Richter. He'll be ready deep to receive.
So Bergen's getting it back.
Wow, what a play! They run a triple option flip.
Oh, they run a triple option.
No, he will not. Wow, what a play! They run a reverse and flip it to the kicker on the edge. He stopped.
That one announcer
for
mainland versus
they were coming with that blitz. Mark
Millville.
And a unbelievable.
He kept going on and on and on about the team speed of Millville. The team speed of Millville.
Able to outspeed
this team, Bergen Catholic. They have team speed.
Bergen Catholic's talent.
This is the standard of what you compare it to when you're comparing team speed. Bergen Catholic, they have team speed.
2 wide receivers out. Little motion to Porter. Play action. They'll go to the corner. Caught.
Love Campanelli. Love the way he runs his offense.
They'll go to the corner. Little motion to Porter. Play action. They'll go to the corner. Caught.
Campanelli's going to be a solid quarterback. I can already see it.
Katina. No,
he's going to be a quarterback
number 18.
That coaches and offensive coordinators love because he just runs the play. He doesn't do too much.
Tight end.
Gets the ball out on time, plays efficiently.
He's on the edge on that corner route.
All that.
Great job by the tight end seeking the boundary.
And I love the way
he'll pick up
Bergen uses short motion too.
Now inside the 25. They hand it off wide. Kaj Sanders. Kaj with a hole tripped up and brought down by Jarena at the end. But the Crusaders offense moving now. It's humming. John Morris picks up that big catch, and now with a big block on the other side. Great job pass. These formations, the no-huddle offense.
I was just about to say,
quick,
Bergen has a great diversity when it comes to
so important.
Packages.
Football. Sanders out left.
Yep, good block. Yep.
Inside.
Way to take
Sanders.
that block. Who's that tight end? Oh, they called a hold on him. Number 10.
Far end inside.
I knew it.
Important.
I knew they're gonna call it. That block is this block right here. That is such a tough block to make. I'm gonna call this a reach block because he has to get himself around. He has to get his hips around on there. And I'm looking. He has it.
He'll make it.
I wouldn't call that a hold because he had already had him sealed off. That was a great job by Kaj to read that and cut off his butt, cut off the defender's butt, right? Obviously, he can't get to him.
Cut inside.
I wouldn't call that a hold. Let's see if that's what they call it.
Not get anywhere as a flag thrown on the far end, especially in high school football. Sanders out left. He'll make a cut inside. Sanders will not get anywhere.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy taking him to the stand.
Far end.
That's what you do. Get him out of there. I love it.
Coach Campanelli on the field, not happy with it. It's 2 flags down.
Holding. Offense, yeah. I see why they call holding, but I mean, if you look at that block, that's a solid reach block, man. Come on,
little could have been out there. One of the best in the state, led by Marcus Linder, Nair Daniels, and Owen Fernandez. A couple seniors there. Campanelli takes the snap. Little pop action. He'll go deep. Deep. Incomplete. Intended for Morris once again. Action. He'll go deep.
What was that? A deep? Okay.
Little pop action. He'll go deep. Deep.
That's a great play by who is that?
Once again, great job by number 21, Colin Johnson.
Number 21, Colin Johnson. Great defensive play.
Another corner route.
Little critique from Campanelli. You might want to see that pass just be a little higher. Let 10 use his size, his leaping ability to go above the rim. That's why you got these guys. But it's a great play. I'm not going to sit here and back to the line.
They'll throw it deep. Quincy Porter. Incomplete, but 2 flags come out immediately.
You know, the young man, 18, was using the strap signal, right? You know, but see, you don't even necessarily have to get a catch for that because you can force DPIs, right? And I feel like Bergen does this at least 1 to 3 times a game where they get 3 big plays from Quincy in terms of either it's a pass or it's a DPI. Both are equally as valuable. And here,
against John Morris,
you know, he takes
back to the line.
2 steps, lobs it.
Incomplete, but 2 flags come out immediately.
And you get a DPI and get him down after 1.
Elijah. Up big. No, they will not move the chains for first down.
What happened?
No, they will not move the chains for first down. It will be 3rd down and 1. So Bergen Catholic gets a lot back on that pass interference call. Katita ran a fade ball to the right side, guarded by Elijah Davis.
Oh, they did it.
Not quite able.
That, but I mean, they're in a favorable. They're in a 3rd
and now Bergen Catholic has the 3rd and 1.
3rd and manageable.
A lot of linemen down.
Yep.
Looks like it's going up the middle of Sanders. Sanders gets it. Sanders gets the first down. Sanders inside the 5.
That's another thing I like about Kosh too, the way he runs. Like,
to the 5-yard
even though he's a speed guy, he doesn't run like a speed guy.
Good job by Owen.
Very physical.
Inside.
And he can execute both schemes. So, like, you've seen them.
They'll take the snap again. Sanders.
Right, yes.
Sanders,
Look at
touchdown. Bergen Catholic
so you've seen them execute
Sanders.
outside type schemes where they're attacking the edges, right? Where Kaj has to use his speed, but then there, right?
That'll be Sanders.
I look like inside zones. What that look like?
They'll take the snap again. Sanders.
Yeah, I think that's
Sanders touchdown. Like Bergen Catholic equalizes.
They execute inside zone where he got to run between tackles and he can make people miss.
How about that?
You know, that's
number 1.
It's a valuable skill set.
Here, everybody up out line and got did Bergen Catholic on top and high school Iron Fall later game stadium game. And it worked. He picked up that first out to Dante Priolo.
I'm looking out for Donovan, and I'm seeing that I don't see Michael Thomas out there. So that injury he sustained must have been a lot worse.
So resorting to trickery early
than what he let on. So
the Griffins, they got to get back on.
Quite a blow for them, but I must say I would have loved to see Michael Thomas in this game and see what he does against this defense. Obviously, Bergen has a solid two standout corners with Jordan Thomas and with Naeem. Both hold, power a myriad of Power 5 offers. So I would have loved to see what he did. I mean, he just got that offer from Georgia. So I just want to say I'm very disappointed when I don't get to see the top players play against the rest of the top players, because in high school football you don't get those opportunities. In the South Jersey, North Jersey thing, you know how they get about that. So I would have loved to see Michael Thomas go up against these, defensive backs.
Passing it more than they usually do. Up the middle, Elijah Davis. He'll get a couple. That's a good start for the Griffins. Bergen Catholic defense, of course, losing a lot of guys last year. They've just been phenomenal this year, allowing 8.6 points per game. 8.6 in the stated performance. The injured captain for the Crusaders, that's a big loss, but they've done a great job trying to replicate his production.
See, they did it on that play right there. They double flood, which is what I've been saying, bro. If you're going to run against them, you got to have to double one or both of those guys, and they double flood on that play. Boom, right there. I can see it. The center got him and the guard got him.
Trying to replicate his production.
And then you can get second level a lot quicker.
Up the middle again.
What they really should do, and hopefully Del Barton do it,
line makes good job.
You can double flood
number 97
or Kessler,
carry,
and then you can have a lead.
Little defensive line rotation, keeping everybody fresh.
Honestly, I take a page. I take some stuff out of what Mainland does. I like their run game, even though it's wing T.
Under head coach Vito Campanelli,
and a lot of teams don't run wing T. But some of their motions I like, especially their motion with Cohen. I believe number 10's last name is for Mainland.
Titles and
I like what they do with that.
So many of these.
I feel like if you're gonna beat Bergen, you're gonna have to get creative.
Lamberton will hand it off up middle. Davis picks it up on 3rd and 1. Ben Carey again on the tackle. Being the final 4:30 will dunk it.
They're getting a little motion right now, though.
Going to the sideline. So it's 7-7. We'll go into the second quarter. And Bergen Catholic and Donovan.
It really should be 7-0, but again, operation.
Ready?
We get it.
Bergen Catholic's much some you see, right? Catholic continue in football, ranked 28 in the country right now.
So he said they're ranked 20th now. So
rankings, but they'll look to finish inside the top 25 with a state title win. If they get there, they got to get past the Griffins first. A big little
good tackle. Who was that?
Pass out to the flat to Samrock III from Lamberton.
That's Kohal.
Todd Lamberton quick with his read as there was pressure in his face. He'll pick up 2.
Kohal is another young man who just a force on their defense. I mean, I saw that young man hit somebody at the goal line and take him backwards and take him out of the touchdown. That's a special skill set.
And Donovan's season 3 years in a row. They beat him 2 running, trying to make it a third as Lamberton on the quarterback keeper gets a couple. He'll get back to the line. Bergen Catholic USA Today to be stopped due to lightning on Saturday last year, 41-7 in the quarterfinals both times.
Yep.
Semifinals now. Let's see if semi means a new.
Oh my gosh, what type of motion is that?
Donovan Catholic. Lamberton gives it to Rock up the middle and a little life both times.
What is that? This motion right here. What is this?
Semifinals now. Let's see if semi.
You're supposed to sprint out there.
A new life for.
Like, what if he wanted to throw this to him?
Means a new.
I mean, you could theoretically make this guy block this guy, and then he would have to make one person miss. But I mean, it's looking like this dude don't even want the ball.
Life.
I understand the play isn't designed to go to him, but these fakes and these motions, they matter. I don't know if he was coached to jog like that, but I doubt that.
Lamberton gives it to Rock up the middle and a little.
But I would imagine
screen pass
that his coach is like, "Yo,
back to line. He'll lose about a yard. It'll be 4th down and 6, and the Crusaders defense really grinding the gears of the offense for Donovan Catholic, really bringing up that momentum, bringing up that hype.
Ethan Nicholas, I think, is 24.
Fired up, and they're coming into form.
I don't know. The young man might be hurt, but if you run into motion like that, You almost letting the defense know, like, yo, I'm not getting the ball. This is just all for show.
Snap dropped. Priolo still gets it off. High booming punt will bounce towards the sideline of Bergen Catholic. Almost touches one of the Donovan Catholic. 10, a couple minutes yardage, but not able to get that big play that they want. Trips left for Campanelli.
Oh, this is the fake.
Come to a screen.
Listen, man. I say this all the time, bro. I chart routes for a living. And almost if you see this formation, if you see trips at the high school or college level, there's going to be a screen somewhere accompanied behind it. And sure enough, here is the screenplay.
Left for Campanelli.
Boom.
He'll fake it and come to the screen. Screen for Katita. Katita on the rocket. Katita fighting back into his offensive line.
Katita.
Nowhere to go.
Stop by DiBiase and Yetchak. Gain of 3, second 7.
I don't see. I was looking on the report to see if
I see my Yetchak on the stop there. The Fordham offensive line commit. Playing on the defensive line as back to the scrimmage. Back to the line comes Bergen Catholic with their run by Sanders stopped. Sanders. Crusaders need to pick this up if they want their momentum to keep rolling and look to run away with this game. Campanelli.
Hey,
Porter dropped.
The timing of this whole play was off.
Campanelli. To Porter. Dropped. Look to run away with this game. Campanelli. To Porter. Dropped. To run away with this game. Campanelli. To Porter, dropped. An unusual characteristic.
Yeah, that play didn't, that route that Quincy ran, it didn't look like.
Campanelli.
It's out before it. That's a great job by Campanelli to get it out before Quincy get it out of his route.
They want their momentum to keep
I think he
rolling.
just got up on him a little quicker than he liked it.
Campanelli.
Boom, yeah, see, because he just now starting to break down.
To Porter, dropped. An unusual characteristic by Quincy Porter. 18 touchdowns on the year, not many drops. More touchdowns than drops for sure.
That's all right.
Downs on Campanelli. Porter dropped.
It just got up on him a little too quick. Boom.
To Porter dropped.
That's why timing is important, right? Boom. See, it's out before he even starts breaking it down.
Nelly. To Porter, dropped. An unusual characteristic by Quincy for sure. Porter came back, did not see it into the hands, dropped it.
That's a crucial. That was a drop on third down.
Touchdowns.
That would have been an easy first down.
Campanelli. To Porter, dropped.
I mean, they make this play 9 times out of 10 times out of 10. You know what I'm saying? But that 9 times out of 10, excuse me.
18 touchdowns.
That's the one time they drop it.
Usual. Campanelli. To Porter, dropped with this game. Campanelli.
Yeah. That ball just got up on him.
To Porter.
It's almost like he was expecting it to be on his outside shoulder.
Campanelli. Keep rolling and look to run away with this game. Campanelli. To Porter, dropped. An unusual characteristic.
Yeah, they just had a miscue on that.
18 touchdowns on the year, not many drives on the hands.
Well, Donovan got bailed out by a drop, miscommunication, timing. It was all out on that play. That's okay.
Punt goes to the right side, and it'll take a favorable Bergen line. And oh boy, 8:29. Tune into the football head of for offense, trying to capitalize on a dazed Crusaders. A little stagnance by both teams.
Ooh.
That's not stagnant. That's 200 some odd pounds.
There you go. Right there.
So number 8 coming right at you. Elijah Kinsler and Ben Carey, 897 on the sack, coming firing off the edge.
He learned like, yo, let me just go.
On
He said, let me just go back to the
live
huddle.
sounds of number 8 coming right at you.
Kinsler is funny, man.
Elijah Kinsler off the edge. Them were 55. And Kinsler just blew by him and beat number 75, James Aldrich, as left guard as well. Lamberton with trips right. Everybody was right. Over the middle, caught by Jarena. Jarena tackled by Kaj Sanders, but he'll pick up a good chunk there.
So Jarena's solid.
Third and manageable.
He'll make some tough catches. But this is like
now you like what the Griffins have been doing, not playing it too safe. They've been trying. They've been mixing it up.
Yes, you got it. Exactly. You have to mix it up against this team.
Get some of your playmakers in space, as the run game has been shoddy at times. Big 3rd down and 6. You hear the Crusader Crazies roar as Lamberton drops back to pass out of shotgun. He fires to the right side. Incomplete.
Lamberton took a lick. Who is that?
Lamberton drops back to pass out of shotgun.
Oh, my gosh.
You hear the Crusader Crazies roar as Lamberton drops back to pass out of shotgun.
Oh, my goodness.
You hear the Crusader Crazies roar as Lamberton drops back.
Boom! Oh, my Lord. That's not funny, because the block in the center got to be way better than that. But, bruh, that hit was nasty.
You hear the Crusader Crazies roar.
The center gets beat almost immediately. That's why they teach you don't lunge. Get that hand out there. Once you get that snap, you get that arm out there.
Roar.
And he lunges and boom, and this quarterback takes
right side. Incomplete.
Oh my gosh.
Pass there, but Jordan Thomas on the.
I think that was Christian Gonzalez on the hit. I think that's who that was.
Coverage. Absolutely not.
And that resulted in a 4th down.
The 40 offense looking.
All right, let's see what Bergen's going to do.
Carriers for the Crusaders this season. 3 tight ends in, 1 receiver off to the near side. They'll give it to Sanders out on the edge. Sanders
see the look like
a big block. Sanders breaks a tackle, and Sanders. They'll give it to.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about with Kaj, man. Like, so he's a track guy. He's a fast back. He plays fast, and he actually is fast. He's not just straight line fast. He's agile. He's elusive. He's all of that, right? So he gets down there. And obviously, this is great blocking. It's like no one wanted to tackle him. But you got 2 people right here, right, who can make this play. And they just don't. They're trying to tackle him low, and he is physical enough with being fast, to shake this off. We'll get that off.
Breaks a tackle, and Sanders has open space. Kaj Sanders makes it and breaks it.
Yeah. I just want to say, too, his father posted something the other day. I believe it was after the game, because this was Kaj's last game at Bergen, the home stadium where Bergen is. And he said that his son is the best player in the state, hands down. And I'm here to say that I may not disagree with that. Obviously, positional value. I'm more of a technical, analytical. He's speaking as a father about his son, and I love it. But I don't think if you watch Koch this year, I don't think that anyone could just summarily dismiss it and say, "Oh, he's just being biased because that's his son." Nah, Koch really does stuff like this on a game from a game-to-game basis in terms of the solid defense and then creating explosive plays on the ground. That's a valuable skill set. So, when he's saying that he thinks his son might be the best player in the state, I wouldn't push back on it at all. Honestly, I'm not saying I agree with him. I just say I wouldn't. There's no cause for
Sanders number 1 wheel.
Great run by Kaj though.
It's called run. Oh, it's like season they've done a team, and Seth has done it in the short. Got there, short kick here. Let's see what the Crusaders kicking unit decides to do. Will it be a high skyer? Will it be an onside kick? Who knows? But you will know that those up top, almost fumbled by Jarena. Jarena gets a space. Jarena cuts out the middle. Jarena uses the four. So good job by Jarena off that sky kick.
Jarena's taking the place of Michael Thomas. Man, I'm gonna keep saying it. I hate when the top players are missing in the top games, man. I hate it. Hate it.
So after Sanders,
even though Jarena been making plays this whole playoff run, I don't want to take nothing away from Jarena. He's been making plays. I've been watching.
It'll be first down and 10 for Robertson. Excuse me, Lambertson. Todd Lambertson, number 10, looks to his right.
Oh my gosh, dude. He just telegraphed the whole play. That's great defense by Naeem. He literally is reading this thing the whole way. And this is why I'm saying, hold on, let me just correct myself, 10. Make sure I'm right. Like, this receiver, I don't feel like he's running hard enough to make Naeem respect this. And Naeem is in zone, obviously, because look at where his eyes is. His eyes is on the quarterback. Right? So they're in zone.
Looks.
And he just breaks on this thing immediately. This is beautiful.
To his right. Pass is intercepted. His right. Todd Lambertson, number 10, looks to his right. Passes.
And that's what I bring the same point. I bring the same point up about the running back. Who was it? Nicholas. Same point I'm bringing about Nicholas, I'm bringing about this young man, 21. Like, he's not even running hard enough to make it seem like he's gonna get the ball. Like, it's like he's jogging out of this.
Todd Lambertson, number 10.
Like, he's jogging. You're not running out of this thing full speed to even make Naeem think that you about to get the ball. Naeem's literally just looking at the quarterback. Obviously, he got eyes on both, but his eyes are on the quarterback. So he can just see right off the rip. Like, I'm saying this is something that you can't do. You know what I mean? Like, between the quarterback and between the wide receiver, like, y'all have to run hard and play hard against these guys. You know what I'm saying? You can't cheat steps and you can't skip steps. If you get in the ball, you got to run like you get in the ball. And I can see this on film that he's not even running his hardest.
Looks to his right.
You know, and it's just like Naeem's reading this thing the whole
intercepted. Way. Wow.
I'd be better than that, man.
Naeem Parrish returns the favor from earlier. Quarterback gets it. There's it. Cap 100.
And that's why I say the nuances of the game are so important. You got to run your routes hard. You got to get the operations down. You got to do your fakes hard. You got to do your fakes, make them believable. This is for stuff like that. You know what I mean? You can't skip steps, man. You got to be detailed when you play this game, or you'll get plays like that.
Scores. Looking to keep that. Puts Robertson to advance.
Listen, I don't mean to rag on young men. I'm not ragging on young men, but what I'm saying is like, this game is it's a nuanced game, and you can't go out here, especially against a team like that, and do stuff haphazardly. That was a haphazard running route. I don't know if that young man was hurt, but he didn't look hurt to me. You know what I mean? And the quarterback's got to read that and see that. Obviously, knowing personnel, knowing who that young man, Naeem Parrish, like, knowing who he is as a player. Like, if you watch film, you actually see that he is the player that these colleges want, and he actually is that player on film. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying, man. Like, just take the details of the game seriously.
Bartolomeo kicks off, returned by Jarena at the 1. He'll cut up the middle, and he Crusade 16. Against that the Crusade. Game stopped now in the third and fourth quarter, folks. We'll see what will happen. Stay with us till the end, and thank you so much. As Lambertson in the offense, getting ready to drive. Handoff up the middle. Chernin.
Oh, yeah.
And called dead on forward progress. But
you got a reputation now, Kistler. You can't keep putting your hands up. You got a rep. You got a reputation, bruh. But that's good that he's aware, man. He probably got an earful from Campanelli, the coach, telling me, yo, you can't do that SHIT, right? And he telling them, like, listen, we don't need no more of that. It's a playoff game. You gotta be better than that. And I love Kinster taking coaching and recognizing, like, yo, I can't do that no more. I'm letting you know I'm just trying to get up and I'm trying to get away. I'm trying to get back to my huddle so I can go to the next play. That's a great play by Kinster. Small details. This is a small details video, right? This is stuff I like to see. This means that Kinster can take coaching. And I love to see.
A great job by both lines, offensive and defensive, really fighting and jawing in that scrum. Neither team was
still
really
talking
ready
to the
quit.
ref.
That was Elijah Kinsler talking to that referee.
He's still talking to the ref.
Don't want him missing MetLife under any circumstances.
Right,
exactly. If you're the Crusaders. Defensive lineman in there disrupting Del Barton or Seton Hall's offense in just a week. Jet to the outside.
Good tackle by Jordan Thomas. Down.
Yeah, carried. They're fighting. They're fighting hard. They'll fight to the wire. With 5:17 left to go in the second, it'll be a 3rd down and 4 to keep the drive alive. Lamberton over the middle, incomplete.
Man, that was a tough throw. Look at his pocket. Look at how many people he has in front of his face. That was tough, and he almost completed it too. Oh yeah, that's just a drop. Shout out to Lamberton for making that throw, because that was a tough throw.
For the middle, incomplete. Have the opportunity if they're able. They'll have it with great field position.
All right, that was 3rd down.
Catholic bounce. Bergen second stamp. Catholic choke 3rd straight year. Bergen Catholic looking to punch their ticket to the championship game for the 3rd.
Oh, they're gonna punch their ticket, all right.
New Jersey's Georgia Bulldogs. You know, a young quarterback this year with some experience, a great defense, and so much talent, just like the Georgia Bulldogs. They're looking to three-peat. Great little jet pass there to Anthony Parati. Oh, nice. The 45. He'll get a 9-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Yep. That's one of the things I say about Bergen. They do a great job of switching things up.
Handoff up the middle. And a trip up.
30.
Great tackle there by Hunter Johnson. Hunter Johnson, the leading interceptor on the team, too. Hand up the middle. And blazing through with that full head of steam is Dante Gain. The capital out of the second half. Campanelli has time to the flat. Caught by Catita. Campanelli has time to the flat. Caught by Catita. Catita picks it up and goes. Catita, Carnegie Mellon commits. Carnegie Mellon, excuse me. What an academic right there. He'll be playing football there. And he's been a big part of the Crusaders offense as one of the starting receivers this year. The defense not set there this year, and he's been a big part of the Crusaders offense as one of the starting receivers.
This is where I'm looking at. I want to see what
this year.
Boom.
The defense not set there.
Okay.
Total yardage. This no quarterback, the signals. Ready fresh. Trips right on 2nd down and 8. Moo Russell, he's the running back in the backfield. He'll be the extra protector if this is a pass play. It's not. It's a read option, and Campanelli goes down. Wow, great job by Hunter Johnson, really setting the edge, not biting, and tricking Campanelli into thinking he had some open space. Campanelli tried to spit out of it, not able to get there. It's 3rd down and 12. Under 2.5 minutes to play. So great with it, trying to come up with something creative, Catholic, but that one up. Peter's
trying to find things to break down.
Seton Hall Prep does not come back. So as of right now, look down here. 3rd down and 12 for the Crusaders. Campanelli fakes the shovel, rolls out. Campanelli looking to throw. Doesn't have anybody. Oversails John Morris.
A
Just getting
throwaway is
rid
a
of
good
that
play.
one.
Remember that.
Great job by Morris. Being formation, I was in that much yardage. Bergen Catholic, Pigglar has to boot it away high.
Playing
Punt.
solid defense. I'll give Donovan Catholic that.
It will take a reverse bounce, so not a great punt there. And the Crusaders return punt unit does a good job of downing that before it hurts them any further. So with 2 minutes, 2 seconds left, the Griffins will take their final shot, most likely, of scoring and cutting it to a one-score game before the second half. Lambertson's interception cost them big time. Let's see if he can bounce back. Not something he's used to. Thrown 4 this year compared to 7 last year. Let's see how he can shake that away and really display his senior leadership and versatility that he's displayed all year. Handoff up the middle. Bergen Catholic stops. Great. And the club see there on the offensive side. They can do, and really only down 2 scores. Lambertson with 5 wide. Hill motion in Jarena. They'll give it to him on a handoff. Great block by Rock the third.
See, that is team speed.
Motion in Jarena.
Boom.
Give it to him.
But see, that's a great play by this young man. I think that's Gonzalez.
Lambertson with 5 wide. Hill motion in Jarena.
Look at this young man string this play out. Then you got this man about to clean up if he go inside. So he got to keep going out this way because he got a little alley.
They'll give
it to him.
But
he's stringing it. Yep, see, stringing it. This is solid coaching. This is a solid way to cover the edge, which Hillville did not do in that game I broke down before.
On a handoff.
Right? Look at that. Look at that. Now everybody else is rallying. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people around the tackle. They're so well coached, man.
Second down and 6. Timeout. Great job for halftime. I got a high pass. On the ground. Let's get the Ryan on. Pass the ball. They come out in doubles. And it'll be a quarterback draw. Great play. Quarterback draw. Lambertson brought down.
Bro, they're not letting him get anything on the edge. Let's see what he did, the edge rusher.
And it'll be a quarterback draw.
Oh, it's the linebacker. Linebacker made this play. This young man right here. I believe that's Gonzalez, I believe. It's all over the place. Comes down, reads this.
And it'll be a
boom. Uses those hands to try to defeat that block. And look at his helmet. Lower than his, so he has the leverage.
Quarterback draw, great play.
And he strings it up, and he makes the play. That's
Lambertson brought down.
I came into the season saying Christian
Gonzalez just there.
He was an underrated player in his defense. He makes plays like that all the time.
Defense
is so stacked.
Great shot. Such a Bergen will use a minute the punt.
That's teach tape. Leverage, defeating the block, making the play. Solid. I love Christian Gonzalez.
Punt away, a great one. Roddy
all right, back to Bergen again.
Said we will go alumni playing on it. Princeton Penn in the second quarter. Penn is up 7-0. Dartmouth leads 28-7 against Brown, so they'll get a share of the Ivy League title. Harvard trailing Yale 6-10. Wow, as Campanelli drops back, he's got a lot of time.
Hey,
and dropped by Kosh Sanders. That's the second drop right in that exact same play. So maybe check the turf a little bit as Porter
Bergen beating themselves with these little sloppy penalties. I know Coach Campanelli can't be happy with these little. I'm gonna call them brain farts because obviously these are plays that they would normally make. Quincy drops one.
Battle.
Kosh drops one after having the explosive play.
Harvard has the ball,
and then the backwards
on
pass.
13. They'll have to punt away on 4th and 13.
Little things that they'll clean up.
As run goes straight up the middle by Sanders. Will get close to the line. Now they have some time to work. Now, that's Christian Carty's school. As this is their shot. Campanelli evades pressure. Ivy League title. Let's see if Yale or Princeton does as Campanelli evades pressure.
Campanelli's kind of shifty,
looking
too.
like a little money magic back there. He gets it away. Incomplete. Does a lot with his time.
Campanelli has some off-script magic, man.
Ooh, clutching that white knee.
He actually got it. He actually got it, though. I like it.
Samuel Rock the line. 4-5 at Maryland, dominating Chattanooga. Louisville, number 10, trailing to Miami 21-20 at half. And Rutgers keeping it close with Penn State 6-12. Oh, excuse me, 6-10. Penn State up. Out right to Parati. Parati makes a juke back. Parati breaks another tackle. Parati might have gotten a face mask call there. He'll get up.
These flags. Was that a face mask?
On Bergen Catholic as well, so the penalties look to offset.
Oh, two offsetting.
There. 7 at home.
Play back.
A Bergen Catholic. And I'm not even going to count it. Crusaders lined up in a passing formation, clock running. Will they let it go, or will they take a final shot? They're
take a shot. Take a shot.
And with 5 seconds left to go, they will sit on it. It'll expire. Clock will expire. Bergen Catholic will go into the locker room with a 21.
All right, I'm going to take this opportunity while we're at halftime to say I appreciate you guys watching my video. Again, I know this is a blowout, so it's tough for me to give a lot of insight and stuff like that. You know, I'm kind of just watching, you know, these top players and see what they do in this type of game. But I'm loving what I'm seeing from Bergen Catholic so far. I feel like Donovan Catholic playing solid defense for the most part, but obviously in the second half is where it got ugly. I'm going to take this time to say, if you like this video, please like it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you could. And also, if you could give me a follow on Twitter at edaniels77 on Twitter. Then on Instagram, I'm at edaniels77 _. You can follow me there. And then Threads too, because I want to start building up my following on Threads. It's also the same thing at edaniels77 _ on Threads. So I'm going to pause and I'm going to take a quick little break, and then we're going to get back into this. All right, we're back. We are going to get into the second half real quick. I think what I'm going to look for this is just looking at some of the top players in this game, seeing their mannerisms, seeing their demeanor, seeing how they conduct themselves. You know, they're up 21-7. Obviously, they won 42-7. So, you know, I want to see, you know, how they conduct themselves in this. And like I said, this gives you a better understanding of what type of player they are in terms of scouting, in terms of, like I said, their mannerisms, characteristics, you know, how they conduct themselves is very important. So that's what I'm looking for, you know, in this game. So let's get into the second half.
Bergen Catholic ending the second half on a very high note. 10.
Kai Sanders, the ball carrier. Stopped by Davis.
Not able to get those big plays that he was getting on that edge in the first half. Give inside there.
For the most part, Donovan Catholic did a great job of stifling their run game, and not stifling, but like doing a good job of containing it in terms of not letting them just get huge chunks.
Be a third down in 7.
Right, see, now they're in 3rd and 7. You know, I feel like they did a good job
Catholic,
in this half.
14-point lead, coming out of a dominant first
I mean, not
half.
this half, but the
dominant second quarter. Game. First quarter was a little, you know, up and down. But back to passes Campanelli. He'll fire incomplete. Great defensive play there by Donovan Catholic's number 2, Najee Morgan.
Broken up by Najee Morgan.
Najee Morgan. To play there. He'll fire in, you know, up and down.
So now, both of Donovan Catholic top players didn't play this. Calhoun didn't play. And the wide receiver, Michael Thomas, he didn't play. So this was even more of an uphill battle for them.
But back to passes Campanelli. He'll fire incomplete.
They got to get that
Great
timing
defensive
right.
play there by Donovan Catholic's number 2, Najee Morgan.
Yeah.
Najee Morgan. 4th down and punt their aim.
4th down.
Bigelow busy early on. And a great. Looking all year.
To be honest, though, even
Run
if
game hasn't been there, that's their number one thing, of course.
Calhoun and Thomas had been here,
Not having Najee Calhoun.
I don't think this would be a thing.
And another personal foul will bring them back. A lot of personal fouls between these two teams, getting a little chippy with 10:48 left to go in the third.
I don't think the outcome would have been any different if those two guys played.
And Lambertson will move over Ethan Nicholas. And a screen pass in the Rocket. Trying to make a man miss is Jarena. But a great wrapping tackle by Elijah Kinsler, the big
Kinsler's
number 8.
such a passionate player, man.
All day. Second down.
He's such a
now.
passionate player, bro. I love that, though. It's an emotional game.
It's a really interesting predicament, like put up or shut up time for Lambertson, and the offense has a run-first team when they're forced early into passing situations. A couple chunks of like better as this game goes on. You know, always so clutch in the fourth. Quarterback draw. Great job by Lambertson. Lambertson gets through.
Trying to see what they did on that blocking scheme.
Better as this game goes on. You know, always so clutch in the fourth. Quarterback draw. Great job by Lambertson. Lambertson gets through.
One of the first times that
and then brought down by a couple Crusaders, but a great job by Lambertson on that quarterback draw. He does such a great job with that head fake on that first look to his left side of the offensive line, and they just push through. That'll be a 3rd down and 2.
Yep.
Very short distance to go.
And they got good blocking. They got 2 good one-on-one blocks on Flood and on
really rolling with number 24, Ethan Nicholas, the freshman, every single play. Could be his game going forward if they didn't like what they saw in the first half. No Sam Rock the third, so they have another tight end, and they'll get that carry. We saw them fake it earlier. Will they do it again? Able. They have split stance, wide splits. Perfect snap. Almost blocked, but a high boomer. And a high catch. Parati gives the off nail in the.
Bergen's offense hasn't been as explosive as it usually
fakes
is.
It to Sanders. Campanelli going over the middle. Campanelli to Porter. Porter, his first big catch of the day. And Quincy Porter make it 19. His first. Campanelli fakes it to.
They ran the same play against DePaul, I remember, and it was the same result. But this is what I'm talking about. These explosive plays that they have from Quincy. I said they get 1 to 3 a game. So this is the second one really didn't count because they didn't give them a first down off it. So this is the first. I'll count this as the first explosive play. To me, I never understand from a schematic perspective on defense. Maybe it's just defensive coordinators not wanting to do it, whatever. I don't understand why people don't defenses don't double Quincy and just not let Parrish be the one to beat you all game, but not Quincy. I mean, like the announcer said at the beginning, he has 18 touchdowns on a year. You know what I mean? And they obviously make it a priority to get him the ball. So I don't understand why defenses don't do their best to take him away. You can double him, right? In this play, he was in the slot. So you could double him from the slot. Somebody outside, one guy outside, one guy inside.
Campanelli.
Right.
Fakes it to Sanders. Campanelli going over the middle. Campanelli to Porter.
Porter,
his first big catch of the day, and Quincy Porter make it 19.
You know what they like
on
to
the
do.
year.
You know who they like to get
Quincy
it to.
Porter, what a play.
So it's just like
the dangerous Porter.
Why don't teams double
just
him?
breaks a tackle after getting space over the middle and uses his back. 28-15 with the ball. They've done a pretty good act doing. Of course, there's some amazing high school comebacks. Texas by Edwards on that kickoff. Like Catholic led offensive lineman with a Duke prodding on, in and out, get everybody fresh and going. Just such a great coaching move by Campanelli. and such a luxury they have of having such a big roster. Lamberton, hands on his knees. He looks a little tired as well. He'll take the snap, give it up the middle, and tackled.
Looks like Donovan got deflated here.
Here out. Second and 11. A little tight here for the Griffins. They'll give it and get a little bit.
Yeah, they just, I don't know. It's almost like they conceded victory here. Didn't say they quit. I didn't say they quit. I said it's almost like they conceded
14 and 24. So forgive me if I
they don't have their two
get
best
a number
players.
confused.
You're flexing Bergen Catholic, uphill battle. They were just like, taking forever.
A little bit. Way on the left. A tight bunch to the right on the trips. Shotgun pass. Goes to the flat, and great tackle made. Pass was complete. So number 9, Jaden Massimento, but number 7, Ethan Kohol, with a German suplex. You know, looks like Brock Lesnar out there in 2004.
Stop it.
But number 7 doing what he's got to do with that.
All right.
Coming. The rush is there. Not able to get it, but definitely influenced the kick.
No.
Parati does not 5.
All right, let's see what Bergen
Little
does.
Ivy League update. Brown with the ball down 31-7. So Dartmouth is going to be a split Ivy League champion. Ooh, that's a good one. Gaminelli gets it. Hand up the middle. Great job by Russell. But Russell is tackled by number 30, Hunter Johnson. Her third fire. Time. Sanders to the outside. Sanders looking for space. Sanders does not break that last. Sanders, Penn. Princeton leading Penn 10-7 at Penn at halftime. Sanders and Penn. Princeton leading Penn 10-7 at Penn at halftime.
Oh, okay.
Sanders to the outside. Sanders looking for space. Sanders does not break that last tackle, but he will break first down. Gerena with the tackle.
Yeah, you get him on the edge.
He's that last guy there on the edge.
Guarantee first down.
With quarter.
Ooh,
a couple more FPS up. Still second down.
Repeat second down.
Coastal Carolina trailing Oklahoma. Rutgers trailing Penn State 6-20, but with the ball. And Miami taking the lead over number 10 Louisville in Miami. 27-23. They got the ball. Tom Caminelli's got the ball. He gives it on the screen pass. A little rocket action to the outside. To Parati. Then they just like days ago, all like very frustrated. So the success that Vito has had with the screen pass is just remarkable. Dom rolls out. Dom dot. Dom Dalla, more like Dom Dada to Quincy Porter.
What is he talking
He's
about?
awake. He's back. Big catch by Porter along the sideline, and that's another flag.
Coach losing his cool.
Let's see if it's unsportsmanlike conduct. It's a sideline warning. And Emmanuel Gerena not happy at all. The key player for the Griffins, playing both sides of the ball. He's already gotten one unsportsmanlike penalty today. He's got a lot of talent, a lot of temper.
Starting to unravel.
He's fired up, trying to keep in the end. Sanders on 4th and 2, stopped. Big stop by Hunter Johnson. Hit off to Sanders on 4th and 2, stopped.
Hunter Johnson.
Big stop by Hunter Johnson.
Okay, Hunter Johnson.
Taking out the knees of Sanders before he's able to get that long frame past the line. It'll be a first down and 10 for the Griffins on that huge play going the other way. We see Samuel Rock back out there. Big tight end and defensive lineman for the Griffins. So the Griffins with a little bit of momentum with 4 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Looking to cut the lead to 2 and make it a tightly contested contest as we go into the fourth quarter. They got 4 minutes to get in the end zone before the quarter ends, trying to take as much time off that clock that they can, right? Clock is their worst enemy at this point. You're playing against 12. Bergen Catholic's 11 on defense and the clock.
Mm-hmm.
The motion over Samuel Rock. They'll fake the handoff, go deep. Over the middle is Jarena. Jarena on that slant pass. They connected earlier.
Got something with that slant pass.
A great job as Jarena's laid out over the middle, but he'll cross the 50, and he looks to be a little shaken up there.
He paid for it, though.
On that. He'll move to the outs, move over Johnson. Johnson fake. They'll give it up the middle. Big tackle by Elijah Kinsler on that handoff to Davis. Just got in the end zone. Michigan up 29-17 in. They'll do quarterback power. Met and the leg. Wow, what a play by Christian Gonzalez, seeking out that right leg.
He read that immediately.
They'll do quarterback power.
Got to get him blocked.
They'll do quarterback power.
The gap was gone. Where am I? I'm looking here because I'm thinking that's where they wanted to go. Yep, they wanted to go here. But see, Flood, I believe that's Flood side. Yep, that's Flood side. And it was just not there. Like I told you, look at Flood. Look how low he is to the ground. All right. And they wanted to go here. But this is a great play by Gonzalez. Like Gonzalez does not get touched. And that's another great thing about their front line, their D line. Like their linebackers are just able to roam free and make plays. Like, so this initial blocker had to get him. And then this guy, there we go. And then see this initial blocker right here, he had to get him, which was what it was supposed to go. But because Flood is so low to the ground, this guy couldn't even he couldn't even do anything. See, it took two guys to get Flood. Like I'm saying, like, yo, so y'all gotta double team him, and they did that, but since this guy got occupied by this edge guy right here, Gonzalez literally has no one, and he has this space. He has eyes, he's going downhill, and it's just him and a ball carrier. And as you've been seeing, he's been making these plays all game. So now he just there, break down,
quarterback power.
Make a tackle. Look how low he is. Head on the ball side, textbook play.
Power, met, and the leg. Wow, what a play by Christian Gonzalez, seeking out that right leg of Lambertson. And Todd Lambertson brought down Jermaine Kinsler also in there.
It's a great play by the Bergen Catholic all around. It's great connected defense.
Should be Elijah Kinsler. It's Ben Carey, Anthony Morales, Delaney Flood, and Elijah Kinsler. Timeout call.
Timeout. Operation taking forever.
To Jarena. Motion. Jarena in motion. Immediate pressure comes from Morales. On the backside is Carey. Incomplete, intended for Najee Morgan. Snag on unit.
I can see Michael Thomas right here. I think that's him. He's in a boot. That is not good at all.
Down in.
He's got one more year, though. He's got one more year to show out. He's a spectacular catch guy. I'm just talking about top players now. Michael Thomas is a spectacular catch guy. I really want to see him hone in on his route running.
Wow. A real good one there.
He's wanted by Michigan and Penn State and Georgia, all the big dogs. So
they're champion. They beat Dovdale Barton.
have a great opportunity to develop. Is my point.
Campanelli. Motion comes over. Handoff goes up the middle. Sanders. Sanders powering through.
All right, Nair Daniels, I see you. I see you out here. Still blocking hard. I see you.
31 is your score. Sanders. Sanders powering through. Comes over. Handoff goes up the middle. Sanders. Sanders powering through. Handoff goes up the middle. Sanders. Sanders powering through. For Bergen Catholic. We'll keep you updated on that Del Barton game. Sanders. Workhorse up the middle. Sanders breaks another tackle. Sanders gets the edge. Sanders with that blazing speed. Sanders got one man to beat. Sanders is going to go all the way. Kosh make it 3. Sanders goes.
Love it.
On that Del Barton game.
So you remember, see, boom, they got this block right here. Let me get my mouse over. They got this block right here. I remember on the last play that long run Kosh had, the guy was able to make the tackle. Right, but that usually doesn't happen in college. This is more consistently what's been happening all year. And then he finds that hole, and then look at their lineman just still blocking. Look at this guy
Sanders.
Get him, boom. You know, everybody's blocking. See, this is what I love to see. This is what I'm talking about. They're up 28-7. Obviously, the game isn't over yet, you know, but they're still playing hard. They're still blocking. You got everyone blocking their man still down. You got Big 79 down here on the ground. I mean, you got everybody still playing hard, man. That's what you like to see. A game that they knew they pretty much knew they was going to win this game. They still playing hard.
Workhorse up the middle. Sanders breaks another tackle. Sanders gets the edge. Sanders with
no one's catching him. Look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 guys that's in pursuit. This guy isn't going to get him, but this guy has the best shot.
That blazing speed. Sanders got one man to beat.
That's the difference between running a 4 something and not.
Sanders is going to go all the way. Kosh make it 3.
Oh, my bad.
Talk to him nice. Kosh Sanders.
Great play by Kosh.
Just get safety. Talented. Again, all stand. Kosh Sanders. Of the game happening in Morristown. The end zone. Down some of their Calhoun yards.
I don't know. I feel like at this point.
Michael Thomas III, the junior, not present. And Zaire Day, not present, senior tight end. A lot of unsung talent on this team. Great production. As the handoff goes to the right side. Davis, little fun. 16 seconds left to go in the quarter.
I mean, if you don't have all your horses,
let this expire. And
creativity,
so we are 1 quarter away from the Crusaders punching
all
their
that
ticket
matters, bro.
to MetLife Stadium
for
the third year in a row, looking to
scheming,
be the top team in New Jersey.
Me personally, I just don't like when teams know they're going to lose, but they look like they're going to lose.
The last 2 years, hoping to make it 3 this year, and before that, the COVID season.
I'm not trying to question their heart. It's just
Township.
You can tell when a team knows that they're going to get blown
Max
out.
Preps had Bergen Catholic.
And I just don't want you to look like you're gonna get blown out. At least play hard. And they have been. It's just certain things I've been seeing.
And off goes up the middle.
Are just little tells that you just know that you're gonna get beat.
Second down and 5. Gomez. You don't see that. It's a little hemming to start the fourth quarter. They'll be backed up. 15. Looking to go out, giving it everything he has. Gives it up the middle. That's Davis. Davis is dropped. Second down. Last time a miscommunication on the ticker on the sideline. They'll give another carry up the middle. Fourth down.
Yeah, I'm just watching just to see the little nuances and the little.
They're going to punt it away.
Little idiosyncrasies, whatever you want to call it.
Maryland scores again. It's 24-29.
I just enjoy watching this part.
Has the ball on their own 28.
This is where you see all of the stuff that people don't talk about. The stuff that won't be in the highlight tapes.
Maryland.
This is how you really get to see what these players are actually like. Like I said, it looks like Donovan kind of just
that one was tipped.
conceding the win.
Gonzalez going to return it. Gonzalez down the sideline. Gonzalez not able to get in the end zone. A flag comes. The back against the in the non-public A bracket, taking on Bergen Catholic for the #1 ranking in the state of New Jersey and the New Jersey non-public A state championship. Wow. What a year for Del Barton. What a third year for Bergen Catholic. Jonesy on. I'm going to see the Christian Gonzalez out way back.
Running behind for
one. They're at the 12.
I think that's Dante Kane now for Bergen Catholic.
I formation. They look to Del Pome. Dom Campanelli. Jump pass. Dot. But out of bounds. Would have been an unbelievable. Gave that away. When it gives you a lot of ability to do what you want to do on 2nd down and 1. As Moo Russell gets it, he'll take it up the middle. We'll pick up the first down.
Stop by.
It'll be 1st down and goal for Bergen Catholic. Sophomore. Bergen Catholic 3 tries. Hopefully they don't have to go to a 4th. Donovan trying to stay strong to the end. Run goes to Dante Kane. Dante Kane behind his big offensive line. Broke free and went through, but they called it dead due to lack of forward progress. A good second effort by Kane. Running clock. Ticking. Campanelli in the pistol. He'll spread it out a little bit. Back to a shotgun. He'll be back to pass. He'll go to the right side. Catch made. Is it a touchdown? It is no good. Wow. That would have been an unbelievable catch by Luca Catita. 6. Motion it over. Campanelli steps up in the pocket, goes to his left. He's got open space. He sees open space. He sees a receiver. And incomplete. Pass intended for Bergen Catholic's #2.
I'll say if Campanelli can make at least 5 plays out of structure against Del Barton,
broken play, kind of drag
have a great chance. I mean, they already have a great chance of winning, but I believe that could be a factor in the game because as good as Del Barton is, I have not seen anybody on their line who has that type of pass rush ability.
They'll keep Campanelli out there. They will go for it.
Del Barton is good in coverage.
5. They will not kick
I'm
the field goal.
interested to see how that is going.
So 7:49 as the clock is stopped off the incompletion. Campanelli has to get rid of it quickly. Pressured. Campanelli going to roll. Campanelli has nowhere to go. Campanelli makes something out of nothing. Campanelli with a touchdown. That's Dom Magic, baby. Catita gets his touchdown on 4th down. And Campanelli. Catita touchdown. Campanelli going to roll. Campanelli has nowhere to go. Campanelli has to get rid of it quickly. Pressured. Campanelli going to roll. Campanelli has nowhere to go. Campanelli makes something out of nothing. Get rid of it quickly. Pressured. Campanelli going to roll.
Get off me. And then look how many people he had to get.
Campanelli has nowhere to go.
He's wide open, but you got this guy. I felt like he had a shot at it, but the ball's here. He's here. He had a little shot at it. But look at the vision he had to get that pass off.
Campanelli has to get rid of it quickly. Pressure. Campanelli going to
put the brakes on.
Roll. Campanelli has nowhere to go.
Look at that.
Campanelli makes something out of nothing. Campanelli with a touchdown. That's Dom Magic, baby.
Off script magic.
Catita gets his touchdown on 4th down.
Play.
And Campanelli. Wow.
This is actually
talk about dancing and moving back in the pocket, making things happen.
I am not and never will.
That's what you get with lucky number 17.
Any high school quarterback to the best quarterback in football right now. I'm saying the play that he just made is exactly like something you would see from Patrick. But in no way am I comparing him or would ever compare a high school quarterback to Patrick Mahomes. But Dominic Campanelli, that was a heck of a play, and that's how you play out of structure. Great play.
And it is Catholic. Great teed-ups with the hat sports team. A lot of dual sport athletes in New Jersey non-public A football. As you know, Hunter.
Since that was the last touchdown that Bergen Catholic scored, I think that's a great place to, end the the breakdown for the day. Bergen Catholic, they're just that powerhouse, man. And Donovan Catholic didn't really have any of their horses, and it was an uphill climb, But like I said during the video, the only thing I really want to see is just a team not looking defeated, and just a lot of those plays out there, especially in the first half, players are just looking defeated. They're looking like we know we're going to lose. I never want to see that, because it's never over. Crazy things have happened. I mean, Bergen Catholic was a team that lost to a team in Florida, and they got 92. I believe it was 92 points. They got dropped on them. So things can happen. But I understand the talent discrepancy. I understand all that. All I really want to see is just a team, playing hard. But that leads me to my next point, and I'm hoping to do a next breakdown of Del Barton versus Bergen Catholic, because I think that's going to be a great game. Two of the most consistent offensive line. I call Del Barton the most consistent offensive line in the state, and I'm going to stick by that. However, I don't think they're going to win this game, but I do think they have a great shot. As I said during the video, Del Barton loves to run the ball too. They love to get it going with Trafford. They're another team who can run in between the tackles or on the outside. So I want to see how they get Flood and get Kinsler blocked. You saw Donovan Catholic try to do a little bit of it today, and on that one play I broke down, they actually got Flood double team, but they had someone else on the edge to take care of that blocker, and then they had Gonzalez kind of make plays. And Christian Gonzalez, number 10 for Bergen Catholic, really showing that he is a difference maker on his defense. I called him one of the most underrated linebackers coming into the season. In some of my articles that I wrote for prepredzone.com, and he's showing it again, making a bunch of plays, in space, defeating blocks, just very textbook sound linebacker playing. You love to see it. So next time you see me, prayerfully, I'll be doing a breakdown of Del Barton and Bergen Catholic. Hopefully that's a better game than what that is. Right now I'm going to pick officially, I'm going to pick Bergen Catholic to win that game. But I do think it's going to be a close game. Prayerfully, I'll be at that game and be able to watch it live. So thank you again for watching my breakdowns. Again, if you like this video, please like it. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Every Wednesday, I plan to have a breakdown for you guys of some game or some huddle tape. I like doing games better because, like I said, I can see everything that goes on. Like, for example, the plays with Kinsler and his over aggressiveness and his eagerness. Like, those are plays that like I said, you're not going to be able to see in a highlight tape. But that's why I cherish and I appreciate these opportunities for these companies like NJ.com and then Ashbury Park. All of the companies on YouTube. D2 also does it where they can stream the games, and it helps guys, scouts like me, be able to go back and watch the tape and watch what they're doing on a play-to-play basis rather than have to watch all of their great plays. Like I don't like doing that because that's not a accurate representation of what football is. But when you're dealing with college coaches, they don't really have time to go through and sit and watch this much tape. So I get why highlight tapes are necessary. But again, I thank you for this, and I thank you guys for watching my videos. Like, subscribe, share. Please follow me on Twitter at edaniel77. If you wouldn't mind, please follow me on Instagram at edaniel77 _, and then also on Threads at edaniel77 _. So until next time, thank you for watching, and keep continuing to watch out for my breakdown videos of some of the best games in New Jersey high school sports football.